Well, this is 2 weeks in a row. Let me find it. Let me get the chat opened up. First, I gotta find the. Let's see. Well, just like last time, it looks real fuzzy to me. Is it fuzzy or is it decent quality? Last week when I came back, it looked terrible to me. So I don't know if it's looking good or not to y'all. On my screen, it's just blurry as can get out. Okay, everybody says it's clear and JR says the audio is good. Well, I was saying goodbye to Shane. Sorry it cut off then, didn't get to tell him bye. And I don't know why it's doing that. This is 2 weeks in a row it's done that. I don't think it times out. Because no, I know it didn't because last week it timed out at about 17 or 27 minutes. And then when I restarted it, it went, I think, an hour and 15 minutes after I restarted it. And so this time, it was way past 17 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, Tom, here it just looks blurry as all get. Hang on, let me see if I can do something. That'll do it. Nope, that didn't clear it up. Which means it's not my camera, it's YouTube doing it. Home free in the Oaks. Okay. JR, you're good. You and I like the same kind of music because you're knowing all the answers to the stuff I can't remember. Well, I don't know how I got booted 2 weeks in a row, Nona Grace, but I did. And 6 of you made it over here. There were 8, I think, and we know Shane had to. He was checking out just as I got booted. Um, how many of y'all watch Out West Homestead channel? Just curious. Just popped up that they had uploaded another video, and um, I was just wondering how many of y'all watched them. Tom does, June does. D&D does. All that leaves is me, and I do. And Mary Grace does, so everybody here. JR, the channel is Out West Homestead. It's 60-ish, I'd say somewhere around 65. 65-year-old, roughly, couple that live out in southern New Mexico. And they live in the desert. And theirs would be a vlog. They'll show you how to do some stuff, but it's just their life. One video will be 20, 30 minutes, and it'll be Bill. Their name's Bill and Susie, and it'll be Bill just out riding his horse in the desert. They love to ride horses. They are true Westerners. I'm not going to call him a cowboy. Hadn't been cowboys around for 100 years. But if this was 100 years ago, 150 years ago, Bill would be a true cowboy. They're self-sufficient as you can imagine. They're not off-grid. They don't want to be off-grid. But they live a frugal life, and they show you how to do it without trying to show you how to do it. They just show you their life. And they're a really cool couple. I like them a lot. Yeah, 16 tons and Big Band John's. I'll tell you some other music that I like that this came around to music. I'll tell you some other music that I still like. Used to listen to a lot. I used to drive a truck. I know y'all are sitting there saying, an alcoholic driving a truck? Well, until about 2003, I was a functioning alcoholic. I didn't drink when I was working any kind of work, running heavy equipment, driving a truck, running my own business. But anyway, I drove a truck over the road for about 8 years. And I got to where I liked a lot of a lot of truck driving music. Wolf Creek Pass, and I've driven Wolf Creek Pass, pulling a low boy with heavy equipment, and wasn't supposed to be on that road, but I was carrying a load from the Army Depot at Colorado Springs to the docks at Los Angeles, and I could cut about 400 miles off my trip by taking it down, and it was a U.S. highway, so I figured, it's a U.S. highway, this isn't going to be a problem. Yeah, it was in the winter, and Wolf Creek Pass, I'll never drive that again in a car. Although they've improved the road a lot. I've seen there's a couple of videos on YouTube that have the song Wolf Creek Pass, and they've got a car going down the pass, but it's on a much improved road from when I was on it. But songs like Wolf Creek Pass, what's the one about the road up in Maine? Tombstone Every Mile. That's that part of the song, but I don't think that's the name of it. It's about the Haynesville woods, and I'd been listening to that song, and I found out that it was just about as desolate as they said, because I used to haul, after I quit pulling lowboy, I started pulling a reefer. One of the things I used to haul was I'd haul chickens from Gainesville, Georgia, right here, which is the chicken capital of the United States, by the way, despite what Arkansas says. A little quick story about Gainesville, Georgia, the chicken capital of the United States. Do you know that in Gainesville, Georgia, it is illegal? This is the God's honest truth. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It is illegal in Gainesville, Georgia, to eat fried chicken with a fork. Yeah, that's the truth. We got some weird laws in Georgia. Towns will pass weird laws to get attention for the PR. It's illegal to eat fried chicken in Gainesville, Georgia with a fork. It's also illegal in Atlanta to walk down the sidewalk on a Sunday with a ice cream sandwich in your back pocket. You can do it, it's, Monday through Saturday, but you can't walk down the sidewalk in Atlanta, Georgia with an ice cream sandwich in your back pocket on Sunday. That's illegal. I don't know what it is about ice cream sandwiches, but it's also illegal in Atlanta to feed an ice cream sandwich to a giraffe on a Sunday. Yeah, those are laws. But anyway, I used to haul chickens up to northern Maine. There, believe it or not, I say northern, actually central Maine, Bangor, Maine. There was a plant in Bangor, Maine that at one time, this is back in the 80s, that's when I was driving a truck, was back in the 80s, early to mid 80s. There was a chicken plant, not a chicken plant, a processing plant. They would take processed chickens that were processed and boxed up, 40-pound boxes, down here in Gainesville, Georgia. And the place up there is where they made all the nuggets for McDonald's. All the nuggets for McDonald's came out of Bangor, Maine. And I'd haul chicken up there. And to get a load back down this way, I'd go all the way up to the Canadian border. If y'all are familiar with northern Maine at all, I'm talking up in Caribou and Presque Isle and what's that third town? There's 3 towns in a row along there. And all of northern Maine's a big potato field. And I'd go up there and load potatoes right out there in the field. They'd run a conveyor up in the back of the truck and load the truck with potatoes. up in northern Maine and take them to Tampa, Florida, to the Lay's potato chip factory. But I'd heard this song and liked it, and I think the name of the song is the Haynesville Woods, and it's because it's so desolate up there. And when I was up there, going up there, Interstate 95 had been finished, but I drove over on the old road before there was an Interstate 95. I drove a few miles on it just to get a feel for it, and that is some desolate, God-forsaken country. I have been in the backwoods of Canada. Uh, y'all ever watch the show Ice Road Truckers? Taking oil equipment where you're driving on the frozen river? I've done that. And I felt less isolated doing that than I did over on the old road going up to northern Maine. That is some nowhere country up there. Let's see. Tombstone Every Mile. Dave Dudley? Okay. I didn't know who sang it. Let's see. Lynn, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing today? How are you doing this evening? Let me scroll back. Apparently I have missed a bunch. I didn't see her come in. Irish lady. Scrolling back. Well, it let me back in. Looks like it's clearer this time. It's not all blurry and looking out of focus like it was. I wonder why YouTube's mad at me. Maybe they don't like the music we're talking about. It's not exactly the type of people that work at YouTube. If they watch this video to make sure there wasn't anything on it that shouldn't be, but make sure it met community standards, if they heard all this music, they'd just be laughing at us country folk. Anyway, I was getting kicked off just as I said hello to Lynn. You doing all right tonight, Lynn? Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider? No. Yes, and proud of it. What were you asked that I missed, June? Buffering again. Well, it looks like for some reason it's going to give us a hard time here. So I probably need to wrap it up. Don't forget the King's College choral performance, service, whatever you want to call it. Go to that link, Tom, if you'll put that link up one more time, to go to the King's College in Cambridge, United Kingdom website, and it will show you how to find a radio station that carries their Festival of Nine Lessons and Carols, which will be on at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on Christmas Eve on the 24th. Usually on NPR stations, but there's probably some other stations around. If you go to the web, if Tom puts up that website and you go to it, it'll tell you how to find a radio station that you can listen to. It's awesome. I listen to it every year. Don't forget, I did write a book about pigs. Everybody in here has been in here before, so they've already heard this spiel, but I'll just, for anybody that watches this after it's put up as a regular video, there is a video out there, a book out there. It's a Kindle book. Yesterday I couldn't spell pig farmer, and today I are one. Great tutorial for beginner pig farmers. My favorite charity. If you just have some money you want to put somewhere to a charity that's worth it, is the Hope Lodge, the Atlanta Hope Lodge, part of the American Cancer Society. People who have to be treated in Atlanta and live more than 60 miles away, it's a place to stay for free. And it is an awesome place. It's supported strictly by donations. And the link Tom's going to put up doesn't donate to the American Cancer Society. It doesn't donate to the Hope Lodge program in general. It donates specifically to the Atlanta Hope Lodge, where I spent a couple of weeks. And who knows, I may wind up spending a couple of weeks there again. But it's my favorite charity. And if you just got some money you want to give to somebody and you don't know where to put it, the Atlanta Hope Lodge is awesome. What else? If you like the video, if you like the live stream, give me a thumbs up. I've got 4 thumbs up on this one. I think I had about 6 or 7 on the other one, and 1 thumbs down. Thumbs downs are okay too. If you don't like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs down, but tell me why. In the comments, tell me what's wrong with it. I can't fix it. I can't make it better if I don't know what's wrong with it. So thumbs downs, tell me why. Hit that little subscribe if you're not a subscriber, although I think everybody in here is a subscriber. But if anybody in here is not subscribed, hit that subscription button, and I didn't forget it this time, Lynn. Ring that little bell so you'll get notifications that that I've got put up another video. And have an awesome week. All the time, have an awesome week. But especially in this season, in the season when we're celebrating Christ's birth, have an absolutely awesome week. And remember, it's simple to do. It's not easy to do, but it's simple to do. All you have to do to have an awesome week is remember, the tomb was empty, and he is alive. Now, I'll see y'all in a couple of videos during the week this week, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. Have a great one. Bye.